pretty long-awaited bug fix update came out for The Sims 4 today, so we're gonna explore the patch notes and find out what came in it together. You've probably noticed, but ever since high school years came out, the game has been kinda busted. They did already do one big patch that fixed a lot of the major game-breaking issues, but there's still a lot of weird stuff going on. They posted yesterday, tomorrow we're gonna have a game update bringing bug fixes to The Sims 4, and a lot of us got pretty excited about that because they don't usually announce patches like this, and then they just now posted the patch notes. This update came out 43 minutes ago, and embarrassingly, I've been sitting here refreshing Twitter for 43 straight minutes waiting for these patch notes to come out, but they are out now. It looks like they've got a few new scenarios and a list of bug fixes in this update today. We'll do the scenarios last. The bug fixes are kind of more priority to me. There's always a lot of weird things that I didn't even know were bugs. Like, for example, plant sims can now move items from their inventory without issue. Okay. Good for them. It also looks like they fixed some incorrect pronoun issues. I don't know how many or like which ones, but there were a few like text boxes that had the wrong pronouns being used in them since the pronoun update, so it looks like they fixed some of that. It looks like lots of scenario updates too, clarifying some goals, fixing some text. Apparently doctors will no longer T-pose while performing surgery in Get to Work, so that's nice. Alien toddlers' legs now stay visible while applying outfits in Create a Sim. Their legs were disappearing. You see, we find out things in these patch notes that are always very concerning. It looks like a bunch of bug fixes for high school years too, about graduation and detention. Oh my god, the sunlight in Copperdale is less intense. A 6-degree change in the angle of the sun makes a big difference. No. I have to check that right now. I'm sorry, I've been waiting for this. The sun in Copperdale was so bad, like to the point where I didn't even want to build there because the shadows were so harsh. Oh my god, it's already a huge difference. Just loading into this, it's already a huge difference. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, well, it was better when I first loaded in for some reason. But basically, the shadows used to be really bad. I wish that I had like a before and after for you, but this is a big improvement. No, this is like unrecognizable. This is so much better. Previously, I could only build in the evening light because it was the only time that was decent. And pretty much always it looked like this. Like you can see how the lighting is really bizarre right now. It basically always looked like this, like how it does in the morning. That was just the standard. Yeah, they weren't kidding about that 6-degree change in angle making a huge difference. This is way better. I can actually build here now. I realize that most people might not care too much about this, but like the shadows were ugly, and oftentimes when I'm building things for speed builds or videos, I don't really want to build a house that's like in the dark or where you can't really see the front of it that well. So for me, Copperdale is a lot more playable with this change. Sims will correctly direct their prom invites to the sim they intended to ask, not the sim currently controlled by the player. Maybe that's why that weird thing was happening. They really kind of downplayed that, if that's true. But did you ever have like a weird bug where you just have your sims, like random sims getting invited to prom? Like a teen would like ask your sim's mom or their brother to prom, but they didn't even know them? Because I had that happening to me a lot, where like a random teen would ask my child sim to prom, which was really bad. But I guess maybe this explains it. Like if the sim meant to invite my teen sim, but I was currently controlling the child, so I got the pop-up for the wrong sim. I guess maybe that makes sense. But even then, I feel like the prom stuff is still really bugged. Like the invites for best friends and for prom are still really weird. And it sounds like they also lowered the phone usage, so teen sims will still use the phone more often, but probably a little bit less, because before and since high school years, teens have been basically only using their phone. Like it's constant. I'm curious to see how much they actually lessened it, because it was really bad. They also have some pronoun fixes for parenthood and vampires. And for Dream Home Decorator, it says Sims can now add rooms for room edition gigs. Now, that has been a bug since the day the pack came out. Like to the point where I stopped playing with the pack because I couldn't do room edition gigs. Did they just now fix that? Can someone in the comments tell me if that's true? Because that pack's been out for like a year. It came out on June 1st, 2021, and it's almost September 2022. So fascinating. That's all I have to say about that. It seems like they also added 3 new scenarios though, with more complexity and pre-made households, which is interesting. So we have Stuck in Their Shadow, New in Town, and Parenting Predicaments. And so with these, it looks like they've made households for us to use, which is different than any of the other scenarios. Oh, look, so we have, this one's a single sim, this one's also a single sim, and then this parenting one looks like it's got 4 sims, 2 parents and 2 kids. So for that first one, Nova Curious was one of the best programmers in college, and nothing will stop her from shining at a new job. Well, someone might. Lewis, top programmer in her new class who overshadowed her during their uni years. Now that she wants to start her professional life, there's no way she'll bump into him again, right? Interesting. And so there's a few endings. You can like quit your job, become close to your enemy, date the enemy. That's really interesting. With the new in town one, moving to a new place can be scary, especially if you don't know anyone there, but it can also be a great adventure. Help Farah explore her new home, make some friends, and throw a moving in party that'll be the talk of the town. So you can fall in love, be talk of the town, make some impressions. And so for this last one, two happy-go-lucky parents are at a loss for what to do with their rambunctious, unruly children. Can they cultivate the right environment for their children to thrive and support their children towards becoming teenagers on the right track? So from my understanding, these are like really easy scenarios. Like they're listed as beginner. They give you a sim to start out with. It looks like they're trying to give you like an instant way to start and just have a storyline and some sims to play with. I actually really like that idea. I've always been super into scenarios just in general, but a lot of games will have like starting points. I guess it can kind of be compared to like if you just maybe started playing with the pre-existing townies instead of making your own sims. But this one actually gives you a storyline and like a goal to achieve. They also changed the details so I can see my reward and my bonus. And then like potential outcomes. It opens up a tutorial for scenarios if I need it. And then it's trying to walk me through like stuff I need to buy, to set up the home for them. That's really interesting. Can I see that in build mode still? Oh, I can't. Okay, well, I've got a list of things to buy, but I can't access it in buy mode. The parents both have careers already set up. The kids even have like skills. Well, one of them has one skill. I guess maybe that's not, never mind. But they've all got traits and outfits and everything. Are those new pants? I feel like I've never seen those pants in my life. They might not actually be new pants. I don't know. The base game is weird sometimes. No, those are definitely new pants. They have to be. I've never seen those. Is there anything else new? Why did they do this? Why did they add things without telling us? Like, why isn't that in the patch notes? That could have been new like ages ago and I just don't know. But I'm telling you, I've never seen those. I am a little bit confused because it seems like a lot of the major issues people have been having weren't listed here on the patch notes, so they just didn't fix them yet. I guess I feel like they hyped up the update a lot yesterday, and then this update wasn't really that big, so we all kind of had expectations for more of the bugs to be fixed, and then they weren't. I wish we had more transparency on this because we do get those laundry lists that are kind of just like a long list of the major bugs they're working on fixing, so at least we do have that acknowledgement of like, hey, we hear you talking about this, we are working on it. But I wish we had like a timeline or some sort of estimate or something, like some kind of more serious acknowledgement of the bugs. I know it's really hard to do that because you don't want to end up biting yourself by like saying, hey, we'll fix this by such and such day and then not meeting that goal. So I get it, it's tough to do things like that, but I don't know. This update is kind of disappointing. There is actually one other small bit of news today, but this probably won't make you feel better. So back like ages ago, like at the end of June, they posted a roadmap kind of listing out all of the upcoming content for The Sims 4. I guess that kind of makes it sound like it's a bigger deal. It's not really that detailed, but they kind of just tease what's coming for the next few months. So on June 28th, they posted this: Rise and shine. Are you ready for a new day and season with The Sims? And then on this little teaser, you can see base game update, expansion pack, style kit, and build kit, and then it says July to September. Well, we got the expansion pack, we've had some base game updates, we haven't seen either of these kits, the build kit or the style kit, and now on the Sims official website we can see pictures and names for both these kits. It's really weird because earlier today it was just like blank purple like filler slides basically, and then today it's swapped to show like actual images, but they still haven't announced anything. So now it lists the First Fits kit and the Desert Luxe kit. Now I'm not really a big fan of the kits personally. It's weird because I like getting more content for The Sims. It's always fun to see new packs and stuff releasing, but also they really are expensive. The Sims is kind of expensive as it is, and then they make these kits that's like $5 here, $5 here for a couple of shirts, and I'm not really into that, but I do still get excited to see what's coming in them. I don't know, I feel weird about kits. We have this same conversation every single time one gets announced where I'm like, I'm curious to see it, but also why are they doing so many of these? But it's too late. We've got 2 more kits coming. So there's not really a lot of info aside from just these little tiny images on the website, but somehow some people on Twitter have screenshots and like release dates of these kits. I have literally no clue how, but Sims community has found some like screenshots of these upcoming kits. So first we have these 2 from the First Fits kit, and it looks like it's gonna be like a kid's clothing kit, and I'm kind of into that idea because we really need more stuff for kids. We also just got like kind of a kids themed themed build kit, so I like the idea of like a kids themed cast kit to go along with it. There's not really a lot to take in from these. I guess this picture has 2 Sims in it. This one has a few more. Oh my god, wait, that sweater has a backpack on it. That is really cute. There's a few toddler shirts like that have like attached backpacks that I'm obsessed with. I'm gonna like this one. And then it seems like maybe some more shirts, dresses, shoes, stuff like that. I don't know, it's hard for me to look at this and like digest what's coming in the kit, but I mean, kids' clothes, I'm not complaining. And then in that Desert Luxe kit, this one's a little bit easier for me to like break down because I care more about build mode, but this Desert Luxe kit looks like it's gonna be like some outdoor patio furniture themed for the desert, and it looks kind of modern as well. So in this picture, I see a new fireplace, I see some new lounge chairs, I see a new door, and maybe some new windows, unless those are base game ones. These are definitely new windows, and they're like angled out off the wall somehow. I don't know what that is or how that works, but do you see how it's on an angle? And then there's this like roof piece or some sort of like overhang thing going on. This looks like it might be a new wallpaper. It looks like a new ceiling fan and whatever these things are in the corners, like some lights or something. In this picture, I can see a new bar, a new grill, like maybe a new bench sort of seat. These look like base game chairs, but these bar stools and this like coffee table look new. And you can kind of see in the background those windows a bit more, those like angled windows, how they like kind of jut out from the wall a bit at the top. This is a really interesting style because it kind of blends like more modern stuff, but also it sort of ties in a lot of like the traditional, more like Mediterranean looking Oasis Springs builds. You know I love that style, so I'm really, really intrigued by this kit. I feel like I'll probably use it a lot too. Oh my god, literally as I speak, wait, look, the Sims just announced the kits like seconds ago. Okay, up your child Sims closets with trendy patterns and colorful fits, or relax into sophisticated desert style furniture with the Sims 4 First Fits Kit and the Sims 4 Desert Luxe Kit. Ooh, First Fits Kit available September 1st and Desert Luxe Kit available September 14th. Interesting. Why did they announce them both at the same time if they're coming out at like separate times? Oh, I guess there was a patch today. So, oh, in the game files, you could probably see the kit stuff, so they have to announce it. There you go. That's probably where the screenshots are from, now that I think about it. They used to leak the kits like that all the time. Like the update would come out and it would have some info on the kits in it, and then people would like dig through the update, find the info, and then, you know, share it. So they'd have to come out and like announce the kits early or whatever, but now they've just given up and started announcing them on the same day. So that makes more sense. Okay, well anyway, these are the 2 kits. The art is pretty cute for them. I quite like that. Maybe those are new chairs. I assumed they were base game chairs, but they're in the main photo. So maybe they're new. That's pretty bad. Oh, wait, with Urban Sims, a passionate Sims 4 storytellers, our fashion guide, set the next generation of trendsetters with kids clothing that is both fun and fashionable in the Sims 4 First Fits Kit. So they collabed with Simmers for these? That's really interesting. And then for this one with Avalon Sims, they bring new furniture inspired by the natural landscape of the southwestern desert. You know what? I really like the idea of collabing with Simmers to work on these kits. I didn't know they were planning on doing that, and I'm really intrigued by that. I also am a huge fan of both Urban Sims and Avalon Sims. They're both extremely talented. And also I can vouch for these two. They're both great, like in person. I know them in real life. So they're both really, really amazing. Very talented, very kind people. I'm really, really intrigued by these kits being collabs. I didn't expect that, like at all. You know what? I think I'm actually more excited now knowing they work with creators and like collabed on these. I don't mean this in a bad way or as like a dig to the Sims team, but I feel like knowing they collab with like my friends and Sims creators, I feel like I trust these packs more. Does that make sense? I don't know. We'll see when they come out, but I'm kind of intrigued by both of these. I always want more kids stuff, and I love the idea of like really fancy patio stuff, so I'm not complaining. Still not super sure about kits, but you know, they're happening, so it's too late now. I'm gonna link the patch notes and also these announcement things down below if you want to go read them again for yourselves, and I'll also link Avalon Sims and Urban Sims down below too, so you can go check out their channels. They're both amazing. As I'm finishing recording, they started mowing outside, so that's just excellent timing. Sorry if you can hear that. Just a heads up, a lot of your mods are probably broken with this patch, so if you've got any script mods, things like UI cheats, that kind of stuff is probably broken, so delete it and then reinstall the updated version when it comes out. That's just like normal. It always happens with like every single patch, but just in case you had forgotten or maybe didn't realize, those script mods usually break when they do big patches, so just triple check. And if you like Sims news videos like this, I always try and update you when new stuff is coming out, so feel free to subscribe so you don't miss them. Thank you so much for watching. Have the best rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. I'm really sorry if this video was not good. I have the worst headache. I actually cannot think straight, so I really tried my best, but I feel like it was all over the place, so bear with me.